A couple weeks ago, my friend Ash Keeps told me that Hippotech and Switch and Click were brainstorming Freebird TKL configuration ideas, and when I learned that Betty and Hippo landed on a final configuration with all the parts that I already had with me, I couldn't resist from building that exact build to give a sneak peek of what it would look and sound like. I'll link the VOD to their stream, so make sure to check that video out as well. And before we start, a massive thank you to Betty and Hippo for shouting me and my videos out during their stream. For the case, we'll be using the Windkeyless Prototype V1 of Keepsworld's Freebird TKL in E-White. As for the switches, Gatoron Milky Pro Yellows were installed as requested. And to complete the look, we're topping this build off with the PBT Doggy, also by Keepsworld. This board is a hot swap kit, so it's rather a quick build, but I implemented a couple of mods to make sure this build lives up to Hippo and Betty's expectations. First, we added some KBD Fans modular plate foam to the palm plate. Second was to tape mod the PCB, which I haven't done in any of my Freebird TKL videos yet. And finally, it's time to install the switches. I opted to use the Gatoron Milky Pro Yellows in their stock form to really show how capable this board is. As mentioned earlier, the Freebird is a hot swap kit, so to install the switches you can simply just click them in with no soldering required. Just make sure you support the sockets on the back of the PCB while you insert the switches to prevent any potential damage. Alright, now let's put everything together. First, we have to take the case apart to gain access to the top case mounting points. Hippo and Betty asked for this board be built in the top mount configuration rather than the O-ring friction mount option. And I have to agree, top mount config using the palm plate has to be one of my favorite ways to build the Freebird TKL as well. With the top mount screws installed, we just have to screw the bottom case to the top using a few more screws. As you can see here, I actually opted out of using the included silicone dampener as I figured the Tempest tape mod should be sufficient on its own. And that's the build. Here is the Freebird TKL built with Gatoron Pro Milky Yellows and Duroc V2 stabilizers, as well as tape mod and modular plate foam. I'll quickly put the PBT Doggy keycaps on, and let's see if this is as endgame worthy as predicted by Hippo and Switch and Click.